Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are to learn about the mascot himself, Pikachu. Just to note, these are my opinions and opinions of others who have made written guides. Sorry if I give any false information, and if I do happen to do that or false wording, please tell me, such forth in the comment section below. Pikachu has been a mascot for Pokemon since his first episode in the Pokemon anime. He has received many mystery gift events just for him in different Pokemon games, from learning Surf to learning Fly. Lately, he has been getting his own outfits, in fact, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Pikachu is one of the most known video game characters of all time and will stay that way until Pokemon or Creatures Inc. shuts down. Pikachu has a pretty diverse playstyle that focuses on either staying close and getting in for the combos, or keeping the enemy far away and just slowly doing damage. He has a lot of damage, and he has a very good spacing move, which is a neutral beat. He does have some kill moves, but most of them are pretty slow, which makes him have to read the opponent and get used to that for getting kills. Overall, Pikachu is a very high power character that makes him a great choice as a main in Super Smash Bros. 4. His dash attack is okay, but definitely not one of the best. The reason for this is that the move itself does great damage and knockback, and this knockback can even kill a high percent. But the problem is that it does have a big startup and ending animation. This means that it is very easy to see coming, and that if the enemy does see it coming, they will be allowed to hit you with pretty much any move in their arsenal. You will also be using this move as a get off me move when the opponent is near you, or using it right out of your up B at high percent to try to get sneaky kills. Pikachu is a pretty bad jab attack. The move doesn't really combo into itself like other jabs, and it's not a multi-hit jab, it's just a single really fast jab. It can trip the opponent, but this doesn't happen way too often, so you really shouldn't rely on that option, but if it does trip, you can go for a grab, and that's very good. You can press it fast 1 to 2 times, and hit both of those, but the enemy can DI out of the move if you hit it any more times than that, and they'll just get free hits on you. But usually they will be able to punish you a lot, and of course get the free hits if you do keep trying to use this move. If you happen to hit this move, go for 1 or 2 of the attacks of this move, and then go for a grab. That's pretty much all you can do, just either attack twice or go for a grab, otherwise don't use this move very much. For forward tilt, this one is actually pretty good. It comes out very fast and can usually be used instead of your jab. This is a very good thing to use instead of jab. It does quite a bit of damage and hits the enemy far back enough so that they cannot punish you, and most characters just cannot punish you. It is very useful out of shield or out of a pivot tilt. You can angle it up or down or just forward, which can hit the enemy into some good ranges and hit them, just making so you can hit other moves. In general, this move won't be one of his best combo moves, but it will be used quite a bit just because of the speed and power of the simple move. This tilt is Pikachu's bread and butter tilt. At early percent you can hit 3 to 4 times, maybe even 5 in a row, doing 5 to 6 damage apiece. After they get a bit too high in the sky or get a bit too much percent from up tilt, it'll put the enemy in a perfect position to be comboed by Pikachu's great air game. If they air dodge too fast, they will be punished by his long-lasting aerials, and if they don't air dodge, he will just do a ton of damage to them because they aren't air dodging. Against most people, you'll be able to up tilt and then combo them without really giving them a chance to get away, just a boot. This allows you to get some combos while you're on the ground, which Pikachu usually cannot do. This move is similar to up tilt, but a bit different. It will usually only hit 1 to 2 times, and maybe only 1 time at high percents, but it does allow you to go for a grab instead of just hitting the enemy in the air. Pikachu has many good grabs, so in many cases this will benefit you more from going for a grab instead of just hitting the enemy into the air. Also, a big difference is that this move attacks more forward, while up tilt of course attacks up or above him. Also, just to mention, this attack doesn't attack behind Pikachu, even though it looks like it should, so do not get tricked by that. He has a very strong but slow side smash. It does huge damage if you hit them at the tip, and can kill as low as 60% if fully charged, but will usually kill at 80-90% if it's not charged. It does come out slow, but is somewhat compensated by the insanely large hitbox for how small of a character that Pikachu actually is. The hitbox itself is pretty much as big as Pikachu and allows him to easily hit the smash attack. Smash attack is very far range, and the damage is great. Now the main problem is the speed. For his weight class, this is a very slow smash. Some of the best ways to pull the smash off though are for going back air into side smash, or getting some grabs and running up and going for a pivot side smash. Overall, it's a great smash, but very hard to pull off. His down smash is a multi-hit one that has one main purpose, which is catching out rolls. With this move, it is very easy to get people while rolling because it has a ton of hits, and even if one hit happens to hit the enemy, he will be hit by the rest. The move itself does okay damage, but is not his best damaging one. If the enemy is at high percents, they can DI out of the move, and this makes it a bit more inconsistent as you get to higher percents. The smash is not really a combo one, just like all of his other smashes, and in general, use this smash when the opponent is rolling or just trying to run past you. Other than that, other smashes will be more useful. Also, a very nice thing about the smash is you can stay next to the edge of the ledge and then go for a down smash. If you're at the right portion, they can't roll on, and they can't attack on, and they can't get on, so they will have to jump above the ledge, which can hurt some characters like Little Mac. Okay, so this is probably his best smash. It does a giant amount of knockback, is fast, and does big damage. It can be a part of combos, and is really his only comboing smash at all. The attack itself hits right in front and a little bit above a Pikachu. It has a sweet spot that is near Pikachu, or pretty much where his body is, so try to hit as close to Pikachu as you can. If you hit them on the edge of the tail, it really won't give too much knockback. You can kill with this smash at 100% or lower depending on how much you charge it and how much rage you're at. Some ways to get this move is to go for a forward throw, or go for a nair or a fair. These options aren't all guaranteed, but they should help you quite a bit. Going with a forward throw, you can run up forward throw up smash, and that should help you get into some combos at the beginning. It's a very good starting thing. You should be using this move quite a bit, but don't spam it too much or else it will lose a lot of its killing power, which you need for the later game. His up throw only really has one main usage. This usage is to up throw into down B combo. This combo does high percent and will kill very easily, but the only big problem is that your opponent can DI out of the combo super easily if they just hold right or left. They won't be hit by the middle of the thunder and they won't be sent down towards you, instead they will just be hit to safety. Now this would be a useful combo with his throw, but since most of the time it doesn't work, really his up throw isn't that useful and that's the only thing you can do out of it, so don't up throw way too much. Down throw will be one of his most useful throws at low percents, but at high percents it does lose a lot of usage. When they are at low, you can go down throw into most of his aerials and then try to grab them again. This will do a ton of damage and is very hard for the enemies to get out, and it's so fast that it can be hard for the enemy's brain to even react and know what's happening. Now the problem comes in when you are both at high percent. This grab will send the enemy way too far up into the air and keep them perfectly safe from you. In general, this throw can be really useful for combos at lower percents, but at high percents it particularly uses and loses most of its usage. So only use it at lower percents. Pikachu's back throw is the same as many others, that being a kill throw. A high percent this throw allows you to get kills on the enemy horizontally off the stage. It's a nice throw to have to kill, but other than that it has little to no usage. It throws the enemy way too far and you won't really be able to hit them at all. You can use this on the ground to space, but you probably shouldn't be going for that, and you should be going for forward or down throw instead in those situations. This is probably his best throw. At low percents you can go and combo into almost any move or go into a powerful up smash. These attacks usually combo into other moves and let you get high damage on the opponent very quickly. Now as you damage them you will start to see that they fly way too far away to combo, but there's actually a way to mitigate this and to keep getting hits off your forward throw. All you have to do is forward throw them, and then up B and choose how far you want to up B by using the angle on your control stick. Don't go too far, but don't go too little. Try to go right in front or right behind them. If you do this correctly, you can go into another smash or something else. Why you have to up B is because they will be sent too far for you to run and hit them, but if you up B, it'll get rid of the time that would take you to run, so you can just hit them immediately out of your throw. This is really nice and helps you mitigate, as I said, the time, and it lets you keep using your forward throw, which is probably your best throw. Now we're finally at the best part of Pikachu, his aerials. The first one I'll talk about is his Nair. At first glance this move seems pretty worthless, but oh how that is wrong. His Nair may be hard to hit and may not be lingering like the other ones, but it does supply something that the others do not. It supplies the ability to instantly combo into other things at pretty much all percents, be it a grab, a tilt, or another aerial. You can usually use this over the ledge to also edgeguard people, which is really good against people with even decent recoveries. You can usually edgeguard them. One of the most powerful things with this move is to Nair into up tilt early game, which is really good. Usually it would be very hard to get an up tilt early game, but with Nair they get hit on the ground and you can easily up tilt. It makes a very good, easy way to get up tilt early game to start up your damage and your combos. The second move I'll be going over right now is his fair. Now his fair doesn't really combo into other moves as much as his other aerials, but that is okay. The move's meaning to me is more to be an attack that is just thrown out a lot, kind of like Diddy Kong's forward air. It has little to no ending lag, and when you hit the ground it cancels pretty fast. Also, it will pull the enemy downwards as you fall. This means that it could be used for combos all at the ground. For this attack you can just run around the field and just keep throwing out your forward air, and you should be doing pretty fine. It has a multi-hit property which can also help you because it makes forward air a lot harder to dodge. It doesn't have the biggest hitbox, but it isn't terrible for the size of character that Pikachu is. The move is useful and should be used quite a bit, and it can be used all games, so make sure that you do make the best out of this move. This attack is pretty slow compared to his others, but it has quite a bit of uses, and it has a way to cancel the ending without making the lag longer. The main use of this move is pretty similar to his fair, but with added kill power. You can run around the stage and just spam these things out for huge damage. If you played Pikachu before, you probably remember how this move does have a ton of lag after though. If you do hit the ground, he'll hit the ground face on, smash into the ground, and have a lot of lag. This lag may make you think that this move isn't very good, but there's actually a way for you not to get the last part where you hit the ground, and you won't have any lag at all, and your damage will be pretty much the same. This way is to short hop, and then use the down air move that you want to use, and then do not fast fall. Right after you're done with that move, go for the fast fall, and if you do it right, you'll be able to hit your down air without having the lag at the end of the move, and it'll be a lot easier to spam, and you'll be able to do a lot more plays with it. Pika's up air is very similar to his up tilt. It can change multiple times and is a great combo starter. Just like his up tilt, it has a very small hitbox, and it isn't multi-hit. The best part though is that it combos very well, as I said earlier. You can go up air into most other moves and get 20 or 30% stacked on the enemy at any portion of the game. A good thing to do with this move is go up tilt into multiple up airs early, and late in the game, this move does lose quite a bit of its usefulness because it hits the enemy too far, so it cannot be used to combo, and it's not really a kill move, so do not use this move late in the game. This is my personal favorite aerial. It has a huge hitbox, is multi-hit, kills a high percent, and combos very easily. It is a little bit slower than his fair, but it's not really by a huge margin, and this attack is probably his best combo attack other than his up tilt and up air. If you fast fall while using this move and hit the opponent, they will be forced to follow you to the ground or off the stage to their death, and if they are forced to the ground, you can grab them or go for a smash. You can throw this move out, but usually I try to save it for times when the opponent has already used their aerial, then I go in for my aerial. Off the stage, this move can be used to gimp most characters in the game, and will be able to sweep them all the way to the bottom of the stage with no chance of coming back at all. His neutral B Thunder Jolt is his only range attack. It's out pretty fast, and is pretty nice because you can short hop into B. Also, a very nice thing you can do with this move is you can run away and camp with this move. What you can do is up B to get away, or just jump to get away, or run from your high speeds, and then camp. You should usually do this when you're losing the game, but you can also do this when you're winning against characters like Bowser or somebody very slow, because it will give you the free damage which can help you win the matchup. If you aren't doing anything at the time, like straight up fighting, always spam out this move. It'll be really helpful and give you a lot of damage in all your games. His side B doesn't really have much usage outside of being recovery. As a recovery though, it is pretty good. It shoots you way too far to the side. If the opponent does run into you though and hits your character model, you will stop, and this sometimes can get you gimped. I will always use this if I'm way off to the side of a map, so it is a pretty useful one. And after this you can still go for the up B, so definitely a good recovery, but out of that there isn't much you can do with this move. His up B quick attack is one of the most useful recoveries in the entire game. It has two parts that teleport him a decent distance, but these two parts can go different directions, so it's really hard to gimp Pikachu because you never know where he's going to go. To use them, you just have to press up B once, then hold one direction, and then when that's done, hold the other direction. This move can help you get in and out of fights quickly, also to boot. If you're stuck in the air, you can simply go for an up B and go to the ground. If the enemy is too far away, you can simply up B towards them. Also, a nice thing about this move is that if you do hit the opponent, it puts them into hit stun, and if that happens, you can go with other attacks. The hit stun can let you go into strong moves or just into any small aerial, and it can be really good for grabs and to keep grabs relevant into the late game. Also, as I said earlier, the up B can help you go into forward throw and make your grabs better late game, so just remember that. His final attack is his infamous down B Thunder. In older games this could be spammed quite a bit, and generally was very annoying to deal with, but in the later game, right now, they changed it to be less spammable. They did buff it in one way though, which is if you hit it right in the middle of the lightning, they will be sent straight down and spiked to the ground, so that can be useful off stage to edgeguard people, but other than that, this new down B really isn't that good. If you are on a map such as Battlefield or Town and City, this will be very important for you to know. On these maps you can up B and then hit close to the ledge, so go up B and then hold down to the ledge and hit the platform. If you do it right, you'll be able to immediately go for another up B or go for any attack in the game with no lag at all. This can let you get some crazy combos and get you a ton of free damage. It's really easy to pull off but very hard to practically use. It will take a lot of games to get good and to have this be really useful, but if you do happen to do that, it will make you an amazing Pikachu player. This is a pretty simple but good combo that you'll need to learn and you'll be using a lot. To perform, all you need to do is get a grab, then go for the forward throw and do a running up smash. After that, go for an air and then go into a fair or a back air, or you can just skip an air and go straight into a forward air or back air. This acts very similar, if almost the same as the first combo, but it uses an up tilt instead of an up smash, and you don't need to grab. The combo only works at lower percents, but it does very high damage and is very fast. To do this, you'll need to start off the ground with a fast falling back air, or just do a short hop back air. After that, you have to hit the opponent before the move ends and land on the ground. After that, you'll have to go for a grab and then hit the fair. This is not 100% guaranteed, but most of the time it'll work. This is more of a setup combo that goes into other combos. All you need to do is to get the down air, after that go for the up tilt, or if they are far, go for the fair. The move and combo itself does okay damage, but once again it's mostly used to get other combos off of it. Thank you all for listening to my guide. I hope I fulfilled all the expectations that you have gotten from the previous ones. If you did like it, make sure that you leave a like down below, and if you thought the information was important, share it to a Pikachu main near you or post it on a forum. Thank you for all the support and for all being so kind. Tell me anything that you would like me to improve in the next video, and I'll try to get to that. Next video will be the most voted character in the game, and try to do that. Make sure that you vote for the character that you want, and I'll try to make them into the next guide. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. And just in case I see you in game, please, no Johns.